Guys, Keith at Crypto Bullseye, and this one is going to be an urgent update. It's going to be an urgent update on Polygon. It's currently trading at 23 cents. And why am I interested in Polygon? Because it has done something for the first time that it's done in 2025, guys. This trend line goes back all the way to its previous local high of 2024. So we've been putting in lower highs, we've been putting in lower lows until something's changed. Something's changed, guys. We've broken out of trend, we've broken out with volume, we've taken out the previous lower high. That's the first signal of a trend reversal. So what needs to happen next on Polygon is the bottom in for Polygon, and how can you prepare this next move? Okay, so why Polygon over all of the cryptocurrencies at the moment, guys? Because all of the other cryptocurrencies at the moment are playing one thing: inverse head and shoulders. When you're playing an inverse head and shoulders, you come back up, you test the neckline once, you test the neckline twice. The third time you test the neckline, that's the right shoulder. If you get a break, that's an inverse head and shoulders confirmed. This one, guys, has front run a lot of the altcoins because this one has actually put in a new high. You can call it a slanted inverse head and shoulders, guys. They don't carry as much weight because you don't have that horizontal line, which is a consistent sell wall or a consistent buy wall, depending on whether you're at support or whether you're at resistance. So we've got a key area, guys. We've got a couple of friends to fall back on. We've got the 20 period moving average. That should act as support. We've got the 50 period moving average. That should act as support. But you've also got this one thing here, guys. This build up of price action that acted as previous resistance for such a long period of time here. That is your new support base. So we've got confluence at the 50, we've got confluence at the 20, we've got confluence at this previous resistance, which we now expect to flip support. And that's sat at 21 cents. So if we're pulling back, expect to get support at 21 cents. And that's going to be the major key area that we do need to hold. So projections, guys, before we look at projections, I just want to show you one thing. How can you look and how can you identify whether a cryptocurrency is about to put a bottom in, whether it's reversing, or whether the bears in this instance are losing control? What we're going to do is we're going to bring up the stochastic RSI, guys, the most simple indicator that you can use, and we're going to follow it down. We're going to follow it up. So we'll start here. You've put in a lower high. This is going back, lower high. You're coming down, guys. What's this? Put in a lower low. You can follow it. When you're in a downtrend, guys, you can use indicators like the stochastic RSI to tell you whether you're overbought. If you're overbought at resistance, expect a pullback. When you're using support, guys, if you're oversold at support, expect a push when you're in a bullish trend. So the first things first, identify the trend. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Are you putting in lower lows? Are you putting in lower highs? Are you putting in higher highs? Are you putting in higher lows, guys? That's the first indication. Then you can use your stochastic alongside the trend. You can follow the trend down, guys. Follow the trend down. Here, what's happening here, guys? Put in a bottom, you put in a lower low. Here, what's happening? You put in a lower high. So you can follow it down, you can follow it down, guys. And the thing that I want to show you is as you get into this point here, and as we get into the reversal point, and as it's looking like we're potentially putting a bottom in, could come back down and double bottom, guys. There's a high probability that it's not because we've got this support base to fall back on. So theta is looking good, but we'll carry on anyway, guys. What's this? You put in a lower low, oversold. So that's another indication. Now, this is the main thing now, guys. We've cracked this trend. We've taken out the lower high, and we ultimately know what happens when a trend is reversed, guys. You change from putting in lower lows and lower lows and lower highs, and then you end up putting in higher highs and higher lows, and that's exactly what's forming here. So that's the reason why we do need to hold it. Now, the stochastic RSI, you can tell we were overbought at this level here. So we were overbought at this level here. And then what happens? We're starting to pull back. Now, look what's happening with the stochastic RSI at the moment. It's coming back down into an oversold region. It's coming back down to an oversold region. It's coming back down to an oversold region where we've got three areas of support. We've got the 50, we've got the 20, we've got this previous resistance, which would act as support going forward. So if we're at support, guys, this is the last time we were oversold down here. If we're at support and we're putting in a higher low, this is coming down into oversold. That's giving you a high probability that this is a trend reversal. Doesn't mean it's 100%, doesn't mean it's got 100% certainty, but it's a higher probability. You can check it all the way down here, guys. What was happening when we were in a downtrend? We pulled back at resistance. Now we're changing. Now we're in an uptrend. We took out the previous lower high. We've come back down. We've retested that as support. This is coming into oversold. Then expect another push to the upside. Next resistance point, guys, sat at 0.0287 to 0.3. So that's what we're looking for, guys, on Polygon. That's what I'm expecting to happen on Polygon. That's how I'm playing it. This is the major key area of support. That is your invalidation point. If price action comes below there, you lose those three key areas of support, expect further downside. What does that do? Allows you to prepare for risk. Remember, look after the risk and the reward will look after itself. So preservation of capital is the key, guys. And if you did enjoy this video and if you did learn something, you can either join our Discord group, join the Discord group, guys. Completely free. We've got 100 spaces left. All it is, guys, is a Discord hangout. We talk about charts, we talk about life, we talk about everything. Get yourself in there and build a community of friends, because that's why I started this channel, guys, is because in the UK, I had nobody to talk about. 4 or 5 years ago, when I started crypto, guys, in the UK, cryptocurrency was like a criminal word. If you talked about it, you got shunned. I wasn't allowed to talk about it at work. I wasn't allowed to talk about it outside of work. I didn't have any people to talk to. So this is why I created the channel, to create a collective group of friends that we can teach each other, we can learn something from each other, we can apply risk management techniques, portfolio diversification, and how to preserve your capital, which is the main thing, guys. Let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.